talked about all of our anxieties and pressures and things that terrify us as adults, did you want to talk about the things that frightened us as children?
Absolutely. Let's talk about, like, was there any like TV shows or movies that you enjoy? Because you like scary and like horror movies, right?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite genre. Oddly enough,
I love Halloween when like all this comes out. All the scary movies, they're just all whatever.
well, I would say that scary movies are all year round. It's always the Halloween themed scary movies that come out during Halloween. So I don't really get excited for Halloween for that purpose because there's only so many times you can do a Halloween themed movie, but I do love horror movies. Halloween was a big one growing up and has still continued to go on. Like it's like Halloween number 15 or Halloween final. Halloween, no, this is the final one. Like they just released the most recent one.
Like he's not dead yet. He's still coming for you.
Yeah. And it's just like, he's not human though. Like this doesn't make sense, but you're still terrified.
Yeah.
I grew up on Nightmare on Elm Street. I used to be a big fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then Friday the 13th, but not as much. I never was into like the thrasher, like the heavy thrashing type ones, like Chainsaw Massacre and stuff. Like it wasn't about gore. It was more about feeling scared. Oddly enough, guys that I date, guys are terrified of scary movies. I haven't dated any guy that's like, yes, I will watch a scary movie with you. They're like, no. You might as well have said that. You might as well have said spiders. Literally, they won't.
That's funny. And me, on the other hand, I hate scary movies. Probably because I watched too many back in high school.
So which ones terrified you?
So I saw one or two of the Halloween ones. I saw Amityville Horror.
Is it
that fucked me up? I saw the Boogeyman.
Ooh, Boogeyman.
Oh yeah, that Boogeyman scarred me. Like I literally looked in my closet and looked underneath my bed for years after that.
Oh, really? I mean, I always thought there was a witch under my bed from even before I started watching scary movies. So it's just like the scary movie part didn't matter.
Yeah, no, scary movies. And like as an adult, I refuse to watch them because I'm just checking. You know what? Being an adult is scary enough. I don't need to watch scary movies on top of that. Just give me like the classic Disney Halloween movies. I'm good with that. Like give me the Casper, Hocus Pocus, things like that.
Valid. I mean, I don't find like most scary movies are scary enough anymore. Like they've not been good at giving a scary movie that is like, ooh, this gives me chills. Like I remember I was big into this Scream. It's not even a trilogy anymore because there's like 6 of them. And those were just like a little bit jump scare, but not really scary. The ones that probably stuck with me the longest was like Poltergeist. That one was really freaky. There was The Exorcist, which is a movie from the 70s. I never watched it, but for some reason, I read the book, which was 1 million times worse. Because my mom, who's at the like a very voracious reader, had tons and tons of books. And as a kid, I would get through books very quickly. So I used to read a lot of her books that were completely inappropriate for my age. And she had The Exorcist book, and I read it. I don't know why I did that, because I'd read a whole book in a night. So I'm like, at night, reading about this stuff.
No.
Yeah, so that was not ideal. But when I got older, the ones that probably bother me the most now are like the Insidious ones are pretty good. Annabelle, oof. The Strangers, another one. I watched that in the theater, and I remember having the hoodie on over my face to because you need protection, right? When you're watching the scary movie,
yeah.
The blanket or the hoodie as protection.
Absolutely.
It's a cloak. It's a cloak of protection.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one? I can't remember what the other one is, where it's like, oh, Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay.
Freak me out.
Yeah.
Even in the day.
Yeah, no. I didn't even want to like Google the ones that I watched back in the day. It's just the one that I remembered because I don't want to go down that path. But yeah, I have like my hood up. I'm like barely looking through. Yeah. I have like my like legs up, like ready to like kick if something like comes through the screen. Like I am ready.
They had some pretty good scary type of storylines on Netflix. They were like limited series, like Haunting of Hill House. And then there was another one that was pretty good where I'm like, I'm terrified, but I must still watch it.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I avoid those at all costs.
I cannot. The darkness in me will not allow me to do so.
Did you ever watch Are You Afraid of the Dark when you were a kid?
Is that the ones that's based on like the R.L. Stein books?
I don't know. Sure. Oh, maybe. I think you're right. Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, I never watched the show, but I remember the books growing up.
I remember the intro, and I was like, nope, next channel.
Oh, really? You know what would terrify you to watch then as an adult? It's not even a horror movie. I don't think it's a series that exists anymore. I think it used to be on like A&E channel or something. It was called I Survived.
No.
It was just people recounting events in their lives where someone basically tried to kill them and they escaped.
No. Like, no. Why do I want to watch that? Because
you need to be vigilant out there, Sarah. You need to be vigilant. There's people out there and you need to be vigilant.
Oh, I know. I'm good. I'd rather like sit back and watch a comedy and like laugh and just enjoy that hour and a half of laughter than be scared shitless.
So will you go to like a haunted house and stuff at like the theme parks?
I feel like they target the people that are like the most terrified, and that would be me.
Yeah, but that's why you go with somebody else like me who's a little bit more aggressive, where it'd be like we're gonna start the fight with the guy dressed as like the werewolf and something, and it's just like that's the funny part.
Like I would prefer to be like dressed up as like a dead zombie or something and scare other people than be scared.
Fair. So if you were offered to like, we've had this conversation a couple times, a shit ton of money to like stay in some psychiatric hospital where people died and it's rumored to be haunted. Like you're not doing that. You're thinking about it.
Like I'm thinking about it because I'm thinking like how much money is on the table?
$5 million.
But realistically,
it's $5 million. There's no electricity though, and you have to be in the basement.
Oh.
To you and like it's a small group.
I'm too chicken.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't.
I'm too chicken. I remember
ghosts at all.
No, I'm too chicken. I remember coming home from the movie theater after watching a scary movie with my friends, and I don't even think it was that scary. It was the movie with Shia LaBeouf.
Ooh,
what movie was that?
Disturbia or something.
That one.
Yeah. That was a good one.
So I came home. Oh yeah, I watched in theaters. Why did I do that? Yeah. I don't know. I remember one of my friend's parents dropped me off at home. My parents weren't home. So my house was pitch dark.
Not ideal.
And I had just seen a scary movie.
Yeah, about a killer neighbor, of course.
Terrified. Yeah, terrified.
When I was in the first grade and I had a birthday party, because I've been into horror movies since I was a child. My mom did not regulate what I watched when we went to like this is when you go to the store and you rent the movie. Like this is going back to the dinosaur days for like the Gen Zers that are listening. So I would pick a horror movie. So I picked a horror movie for the birthday party, and there's still people to this day that will tell me. Not that I see them very often, but they still remember going to my party for first grade and watching this terrifying horror movie at the time, which was called Sleepaway Camp, which I looked up today for the purposes of our conversation because I don't really remember it, but the end scene is so poignant that it's burned into my memory for the rest of my life, and that's what everybody else remembers, and they were terrified. They were screaming and terrified, but they still remember it to this day. But
grade 1?
Yeah, man. I was hardcore. Jeez. But you think it's called Sleepaway Camp, so you think it's about going to summer camp.
Yeah, you think, but then you're going to scar everyone for the rest of their lives.
Well, literally. But, it was the daytime, so if you're going to be scared, then it's best that you just do it, like, in the day.
Yeah, that's funny. Do you have any other movies or TV shows?
It just reminded me as a kid of like going and having sleepovers for your friends' birthdays, and then you'd watch like horror movies at night. And I remember Pet Sematary being one where I'm like, this is disturbing.
I never watched that movie.
It was pretty creepy.
Nope.